Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this creative logo reveal animation inside of After Effects, and that is also with the help of Photoshop without using any third-party plugin. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. Links are available in the description. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Adobe Photoshop, and now we have this Google logo. You can easily get this logo from Google itself, obviously. And now we want each and every alphabet on different layers. So first of all, I'm going to select my rectangle selection tool, and then I'm going to select this G over here, or you can select like that. Then all you need to do is press Ctrl X to cut it out, create a new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Double click on this layer and let's call it as G, and let's hide this. Then we will select this O as well. We will hit Ctrl X to cut it out, create a new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Similarly, I'm going to select this O. We will hit Ctrl X to cut it out, create a new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Double click and let's call it as O. Okay, similarly select this and let's call it as O. Okay, along with that we will select this G as well. We will hit Ctrl X to cut it out, create a new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Double click and we will call it as G. Similarly, select this L, hit Ctrl X to cut it out, create a new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Double click and let's call it as L. Then we have this E. Let's type E only. So now as you guys can see, our each and every alphabet is on different layers. Now we are free to animate this file. So we'll go to the Adobe After Effects. We will create a new composition and we are going to call it as main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920, height 180, frame rate is 30, duration is 30 seconds long, and background color we are going to choose white color. Simply hit OK and hit OK. Then we'll go to choose grid and guide option, and we will simply hit on title selection. Then I'm going to press Ctrl I to import my logo file. I'll select this logo and I'll choose import footage, composition, return layers and sizes, and I'll simply hit import and hit OK. Then we will bring this composition over here. Now let's go inside this, and as you guys can see, if you hit Ctrl K over here, you will get this project settings. Over here, name we will choose logo, but width I'm going to choose 1920 and height I'm going to choose 180. So we will get something like this. Then we will right click, new, and create one null object. Select all of them by hitting Ctrl A and make them parent with this null one. Then select this null one, press S for scaling option, and let's scale the size, and let's delete this null object. We don't need that anymore. Then select all of them and try to bring them properly at the center like this. Over here you can adjust according to your needs. Okay, after that select all of them, press P for position, select those positions by holding shift, and we are going to right click and choose separate dimensions. We will create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y. Along with that we will press S for scaling option. Again we will create one keyframe. Then we will press R for rotation and we will create another keyframe, and hit U for revealing the keyframes. I'm gonna go somewhere around 20 frames. Again I'm going to create keyframe on each and every layer. Okay, and I'm going to select these two layers over here, not two but these three. I'm going to type let's go to the rotations, and we need to make one complete rotation, so let's type +1 over there. So if you see, we are getting something like that. And then for this remaining ones, I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to type over here type -1. Okay, so you will get a different directional rotation. Then at the start I'm going to select all of them. I'll go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. So select all of them and then go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Then go to around 10 frames and change the Y position of this to somewhere around over here. then go to around 1 second and we will create one keyframe at Y position, and in middle of that we will bring this over here like that. Then go to the start and let's make this scale 0, so we will get something like this over here. Then in search option type Y, so we can see only Y position keyframes. We will select those Y position keyframes and we are going to hit F9 to ease those keyframes. Zoom in. Let's go to the graph editor, right click and make sure that you are in edit speed graph. Select this graph by holding shift, move this handle over here, select this, move this handle over here, select this and move this handle over here, select this and move this handle over here. So if you see, we will get something like that. Same procedure, select this graph, shift hold, move this handle over here, and shift hold, move this handle over here like that. Okay, zoom in a little bit. Similarly, select this, shift hold, move this handle over here, select this and move this handle over here like that. Okay, I think at this point it's going too much upward, so let's bring the position a little bit downward like that. Okay, so if you see this now, we will get something like that. And now we need this animation one by one, so hit page down button 2 times, select this O with the help of open square bracket, move this over here again 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, and we will get something like that. Okay, we will, so our bouncing animation is ready. Let's select all of this and press F4 and enable the motion blur. Okay, so this is going to be our logo animation. Now we need to create animation which is gonna play at the start. So if you see this now, our main animation is ready of this logo. So let's hide this for now, and now we will start with our main animation which is gonna come at the start. So for that, first of all, I'm going to select my ellipse and let's delete this stroke, we don't need that. And by holding shift, I'm going to create one ellipse. Let's select this and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now press P for position, create one keyframe. Initially, let's move this out of this comp, then zoom in. Let's go to around 1 second. Let's move this or you can bring the position somewhere around over here, and you can try to bring this over here like that. So we will get if you hit play, we will get something like this. Then go somewhere around 2 or somewhere around over here, select this and move this over here. But if you do that, you will get this kind of stuff, so you will we will fix that later. And after this, I'm gonna go somewhere around over here and I'll bring this point at this point over here like that, or you can go to the Align tab and choose Align vertically. Okay, so if you see this now, first we'll get this and then we'll get this. Now let's select those keyframe and we are going to hit F9. Go to the graph editor, right click and make sure that you are in edit speed graph, zoom in a little bit, then select this portion by holding shift, move this handle over here like that. Then after that, at this point, let's select this by holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. So if you see, we will get something like that. Then at this point, let's select this again by holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here. So now if you see this animation, first we will get this and then we will get this. Okay, now let's go and hit one page down button one time to go one frame forward, and we will create one keyframe at position like that. Then we'll go somewhere around 20 frames and we will move this from here to here like that. So okay, now let's go over here and I'm going to select my pen tool. I'll create one point over here, then hit K to go one frame, to go to the next keyframe, and then from here to here I'm going to create one stroke. Okay, or you can hold shift as well to create a proper line stroke. Sorry. Then let's delete this fill, we don't need that fill, and we will choose color, and just for now I'm going to select my red color, and stroke width I'm going to choose 2 pixels. Let's select this and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Then I go at this point, and with the help of open square bracket I'm gonna move this point over here. Then go to the add menu, and we are going to choose trim path. Go to the trim path, and let's make this end value 0 initially. Create one keyframe. Go over here, and let's make this value 100. Select those keyframe, and we are going to hit F9. Now hit U, and let's move this a little bit over here. Let's select this portion including this keyframe, and go to the graph editor, and let's hit F9 to ease those keyframe. Let's select this portion. By holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here, so we will get that it's drawing a one line. Okay, now after that I want this one should get around at this point in a rotational format. So for that I'll go somewhere around at this point. I'll right click new, and I'm going to create one null object, and I'll move this null object over here, hit enter, and let's call it as controller. And this shape layer, not share this but this, let's bring this at the top and make it a parent with this controller. But before that we will select this controller, and we will make sure that this controller is somewhere around at this point at the center, and then select this shape layer and make it a parent with this controller. Now let's select this shape layer, hit enter, and let's call it as fair. Select this, hit enter, and let's call it as line. Okay, now let's select this controller, controller, press R for rotation, create one keyframe. Similarly select this pair and create one keyframe at per position. Then go somewhere around over here, and let's make this 180-degree rotation like that. Similarly select this pair, and let's move this position somewhere around over here like that. Also this position somewhere around over here. Now let's select those keyframe, and we are going to hit F9. Then go to the graph editor and select this graph, and by holding shift move this handle over here, and select this and move this handle over here like that. So if you see, we will get something like this. Okay, now at this point when this is coming over here, let's select this, and we will press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer. We will bring this layer at the top, and we are going to delete this parenting, we don't need that. Then we will hit U, and we are going to delete all those keyframes because we don't need that. Okay, like that. So, and let's select this pair, and now press P for position, create one keyframe, zoom in. Let's go somewhere around 5 seconds, and let's make this fit, and let's bring this downwards like that. So okay, so we'll get something like that. Then select this and hit F9. Then go to the graph editor, select this graph, by holding shift move this handle over here and move this handle over here, so it will look like it's bouncing. Then at this point somewhere around over here, again I'm gonna go somewhere around at 6 seconds. I'll move this somewhere around over here again. So if you see, we'll get something like that. Then go to the graph editor, select this and move this handle over here and move this handle over here. So if you see, we will get something like that. Okay, but it looks weird. So what you can do, let's select this last keyframe, and we are going to hit F9. Select this graph, by holding shift move this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. Okay, so if you see, we will get something like this. Okay, then go somewhere around over here, again try to bring this downwards. Go to the graph, and when it's gonna come downward, it should go somewhere around like this. Okay, let's move this handle again over here like that, and then somewhere around at this point, it should again go somewhere up to this. Then go to the graph, and again it should come over here, and at this point again move this graph like this. So if you see this now, we will get something like this. Okay, And now same thing we need to do for our stroke. So let's select this stroke, which is our line, press P or let's G for our pen tool, zoom in, and let's create one key point at the stroke so you can easily manipulate the stroke. Okay, like that. Then at this point, somewhere around over here, let's go inside this contents, go to the shape and path, and we will create one keyframe at path. Then at this point over here, I'm going to select and create another keyframe at path. Let's select this selection, select this, and by holding shift I'm going to bring this over here. Then go over here at this point, let's bring this downwards like this. Then somewhere around at this point, let's go somewhere around over here, create again one keyframe at path. Then go at this point, let's create another keyframe, select this, and let's move this over here like this. Okay, then at this point, this path, select this, and by holding shift move this handle over here, and let's move this up to this at last keyframe like that. Okay, and now along with this I'm going to select this keyframe and I'm going to hit F9 to easy ease those keyframe. So now let's go to the graph editor. Now at this point it's gonna come over here like that, then it's gonna go down, then again at this point it should go a little bit faster. So let's select this, by holding shift move this handle over here and move this handle over here, so we will get something like this. Then at this point it should come a little bit slow, so let's select this, by holding shift move this handle over here like that. Okay, and then let's select this ball, let's go to the graph editor, let's select this graph again, and at this point if you see it's gonna come very slow, so we don't want it should come slow, it should come over here very faster. So let's select this and let's move this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. Okay, so it should come at this point very faster like that, and let's move this handle over here like this. Okay, so at this point it's gonna get breaked. Okay, so now if you see this animation, it's come like this, like this. Okay, and now along with this there should be some another animations as well, so let's try to do that. I'm gonna select this stroke, I mean this line, and let's make this stroke width to around 6 centimeter, not centimeter but pixels. Let's make this 10. In search option let's type cap and choose round cap. Okay, so we will get something like this. Now I'm going to select this line cap and I'm gonna go in add menu, I'm going to choose round corners, go to the round corners and increase this round corners to somewhere around 60. Okay, like that. So now if you see this in quarter resolution, you can preview this in quarter resolution like that. We will get something like this. Okay, now let's hit U, select this ball which is over here, and let's move this handle over here like that. Okay, now let's select the position keyframes of this pair over here, right click, go to the keyframe interpolation, instead of auto bezier make sure to choose linear and hit OK. Similarly over here as well, select this, right click, keyframe interpolation, instead of auto bezier choose linear. Okay, like that. Okay, over here at this point this animation is ending. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to select this line and let's enable this logo for now. I'm going to select this line, I'll go to the stroke options, and with the help of this picker I'm going to pick up this color, then select this pair and hit OK. select this pair, go to the fill option, select this picker and pick up this blue color and hit OK. Similarly, select this pair, go to the fill, picker and pick up this blue color and hit OK, like that, and hit U. Okay, let's hide this logo for now. So now if you see, we will get something like this over here. Now let's select this sphere, hit U, and when this sphere is gonna come over here, let's try to bring this upward like that, or somewhere around like downwards like this. Okay, so it should go a little bit downward, and then it creates this shape and this and then this. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to select this line and let's make this line 30, or let's make this 15. Then select this line again and hit Ctrl D, and with the help of arrow keys you can bring this line over here. Okay, let's select this line, go to the stroke, select this picker and select this yellow color and hit OK. Select this line, hit Ctrl D and select this line, bring this downwards, and with the help of this picker select this green color like that, and let's hide this for now. Okay, so if you see this now, we will get something like this, this. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to select this line structures, and if you want you can choose 5 pixels line or even 2 pixels lines. Our main motto is to show those colors, so the width doesn't matter. You can choose 41 or not 41, it looks weird. You can choose 10 as well, it depends upon you. I'm going to go with the 15, like that. Now I'm going to select this line compositions. I'll press Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose, and I'm going to call it as lines only, and hit OK and hold Alt close square bracket to like this. Then at this point somewhere around over here, let's select this, go to the effect and presets panel and search for wave warp effect and double click to apply, and let's increase the wave width to somewhere around like this, and wave height initially let's make this 0, and let's create one keyframe, hit U, hit page downwards a little bit, and let's increase the wave height to somewhere around 20, like that. Then go few frames forward and let's make this height 0 again. So if you see this, we will get this kind of structure. Then somewhere around at this point, again I'm going to create one keyframe at wave height, hit page down button, and let's make this value 20 again, like that. So okay, then at this point I'm going to create one keyframe, hit page and go somewhere around at this point, and let's make this value 0 again, like that. So if you see this now, we will get this, and then we will get this. Okay, so if you see this animation from the start, we will get this. Let's make this quad resolution so we can see it clearly. Okay, and then at this point where my animation is ending, at this I'm going to select all of this and I'll press Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose, and I'm going to call it as animation. Then at this point I'll press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer, and I'm going to right click, time, freeze frame, go to the effect and presets panel and search for pixel poly effect and double click to apply, and then in zoom out, and let's decrease, move this animation up to this, and with the help of open square bracket I'll bring this over here, and now if I hit spacebar I'll get this kind of breaking animation, but it should be more interesting. So let's decrease the grid spacing and increase the force to around 300, like that. Gravity choose 9.8, like that. 0.98 something, like this. So we will get something like this. Okay, and at this point when this is breaking, we will enable our logo and open square bracket and bring this over here like that. So now if you see this, we'll get this, we'll get this, and then this. Now we will go inside this, we will select this pair and select both of this pair, or first let's start with this one. Hit Ctrl D, select this pair, press S, and let's increase the size. Press T for opacity and let's make this opacity 30. Similarly, select this pair, hit Ctrl D, press select the second one, press S, copy this same scale to 117 and T for opacity also 30, like that. Okay, like this. So if you see this now, we will get this kind of structure, and then this, and then this. Okay, so if you see this now, we will get this kind of animation over here like that. Okay, so and if you want for example, if you don't like this 3-line structure, you can go with the one line as well. All you need to do is simply hide those, select this specifically the middle one line, if you are okay with it. Okay, and you can create something like this as well. I think for me this looks quite nice and elegant as well. Okay, so if you want to go with this, you can go with this as well, and your logo animation is ready. And press N, press Ctrl Y to create one solid background and bring this downwards.